All praise is to Allah, the Creator, the Sustainer, and the Maintainer of the whole universe. Countless blessings be upon the final Prophet who was sent as the messenger, as a mercy to the whole universe. On the outside, I would thank Omia team for giving me this opportunity to talk on this topic, positive psychology. So, before getting into the topic, let me tell you about. Uh, just give me 5 minutes. I'll explain to you regarding the meaning of this topic, positive psychology. Let's take an instance. Let's take an example. Let's say there is a person who is going for an interview. Okay, so uh, he goes to that company, firm, whatever it is. Let's say it's an MNC. So he observes over there that there are a lot of people already there with their CV, their profiles. Okay, and he notices that all are engineers, all are very well educated, they are highly qualified. Okay, so let's say he enters the office where the HR and the manager are there ready to take the interview. So when he enters the office, he on the way when he goes inside the office, on the way he sees that many things are lying on the ground. Let's say the newspaper is lying on the ground, and uh, the fan is on. Nobody is there, but the fan is on, the AC is on, and the flower vase is on the ground. It has fallen on the ground. So what he does is he immediately he responds. He goes and he thinks that it is his responsibility to put everything in its place. He takes the newspaper, keeps on the table. He switches off the AC. He makes things everything in its perfect place. He puts it back in the where it should be. Then later he enters into the uh, room where the HR and the manager is sitting, and immediately the manager says that congratulations, you got the job. We give you the job. Immediately, the manager says to that person. So the person who came for the interview, he becomes very surprised. Yeah. He asks him, "You did not ask me any question. You did not ask me any technical question. You don't ask me about my background." So the manager says, "We know everything. We have gone through your CV, your resume, and we have gone through all the details. You are technically qualified. Uh, Moreover, we found you, we found all those traits, all those characteristics which we were expecting. That is, when we saw you coming inside our office, you arranged everything. You switched off the fan, you switched off the AC, no one was there. You noticed, then you arranged everything in the hall. It was very shabby, and this is what we were expecting from you. We want such people who are really, you know, manage well, manage things well, who will really build our team to perform the level best. Okay. So this is what it is, brothers and sisters, my dear teachers, parents. Okay, so this is positive psychology, kind of a positive psychology where a person has the characteristics to solve problems. Okay, characteristics of leadership. Okay, team building, cooperation. Okay, so this is what is lagging in our times. Okay, you might have come across a lot of news articles where you would have noticed that there are a lot of problems in the workforce, in the office, in business environments. Nowadays, the young generation, they are not able to cope up with the office environment. They are not able to respond to the demands of the company. Character wise, they are not up to the mark. They have problems cooperating with the team, right? So this is because in our system, in our education system, we don't teach all these things. We focus only on academics, right? So the teacher, the professor, they're only, uh, they are concerned about the marks, they're concerned about the grades, but nobody concentrates on character. Nobody concentrates, focuses on traits such as team building, leadership, uh, cooperation, conflict management. Okay, so this is what is positive psychology is about. Okay, so we have to inculcate all these habits in our children, in the students. Apart from academics, yes, we want physics, we want chemistry, we want biology. At the same time, we need what? We need all these traits, these characteristics. Okay, we want children to become tomorrow's leaders. We want our children to become innovators. We want our children to be thinkers. When is it going to happen? Only when we build all these characters in our students. Okay. So last class we discussed about how how to build these qualities in children, in students. First, we discussed about uh, why it is important, because when we boost these qualities, first of all, we need to recognize their qualities. See, every child is unique. Okay. Now the research has come that IQ, uh, intelligent question. Okay. There is not one single intelligence. There are different types of intelligences. Okay, emotional intelligence, social intelligence. There are different type of intelligence, not just IQ, which is based on some formula, arithmetic formula, where some problems are given to the person, and the results are based on how he solves the problem, the numerical problems, and all those things, right? So there are different types of intelligences, right? Social, emotional, uh, yeah, physical we have. Yeah, even those who are good in sports, they'll also be considered as intelligent people. Those who are good in arts, okay, even though those people will also be considered as intelligent people, right? So there are different types of intelligences. So first we have to find in our children where they stand strong, what are their uh, traits, what are their strengths. Okay, so there is a procedure which we discussed in the last class. Okay, so first we need to, you know the teachers, the parents, they need to talk to them. We have to ask them to write down what good things they have done, in which in what conditions they were very successful. Okay, let it be a small thing. Okay, let it be a small thing. For example, they help someone, they took a stone from the road. Okay, it was very distractive, it was unsafe. Okay, something they did to the society or to somebody, whatever the problem they have solved. So ask them to write down. So let them write down. Let them come and read in front of their classmates. Okay, let them make a poster, stick it on the classroom, stick it outside. So doing these activities, the teachers, the parents will know their qualities, their good qualities, their talents, their inner talents, apart from academics. So what teachers can do, what parents can do, they can highlight it. Okay, let the teachers name a particular student as a social scientist, as an emotionally intelligent boy or a girl. Let them, give them some small certificate or a small card, writing their names along with their traits, along with their title, in which they are strong. And okay, let them let the teachers conduct some activity based on all these things. Podcast. Let them have a podcast, right? Let them talk what successful things they have done, how strong they are in these qualities. Okay, for example, team building, right? So let them talk, let them write journals, let them write their own stories, and accordingly the teachers, the school has to arrange some program and award them based on their performance. Okay. Now, this itself, what it will do is this will boost their confidence. Okay. So when their confidence level is high, automatically we will notice that their academic, performance increases. Okay. So the person, the boy or the girl, they will build self-esteem. Self-esteem is very important, right? When someone has low self-esteem, they won't bother. They won't try to excel. They don't work, they won't work for excellence in life. Self-esteem is important. This is what is lagging in our society, self-esteem. Okay, right? So this is what is positive psychology, right? Building, fostering, identifying all the good traits, all the other talents, social, emotional, artistic, right? Linguistical. Someone, is good in language. Someone is very good in writing stories. Someone is good in, giving good speech. So we have to identify everything. Okay. We have to identify all these things, and we have to then we have to award, reward, appreciate, celebrate, right? So when we do this, their confidence level will increase, and automatically they will flourish. They will show good results in academics. Okay. Apart from that, on top of that, this will give a vision for that person, right? So let's talk about those things which are a hindrance, which really uh, are off track. They will bring students to the wrong track. They will put the students in the wrong path. Okay, what is it? It is the today's uh, technology, social media. Yes, we need technology. We need innovation in technology, but there should be a balance, right? So we have the latest research, the chat gpt, all these ai, right? Though they are good, okay, we have to use them. Okay, they are really good. It saves our time, it saves our money, it saves our resources, but at the same time we should not become addicted to it, because the Harvard research, uh, they have concluded that using ai, okay, excessive use of ai really affects the cognitive uh, abilities of a person. Okay, you can even try, if you take help from ai for writing every other essay or every other content, right? To check the grammar, to check the sentence formation. Okay, you just use it for 2 weeks. After that, you will see that your ability, your talent is declining a little bit, right? So the more we stimulate the brain, the more we become smarter. Okay, so this is what we need to teach our children. Okay, the hindrance for today's young generation is what? All these apps, all these social media apps, ai. Okay, when it is used in balance, that will benefit, but when it is overused, when it is excessively used, okay, it will really lead to what? Problems. Like for example, the social media. Now every student, every young person thinks that we can make money, we can become very popular, very famous by putting some content in the youtube, posting some videos, making reels. Every other person is has this idea. So what will happen? This will really lead to what? This will really lead to an unsuccessful, it will not lead to a excellent future, right? So what we need to inculcate our students, our wards, uh, regarding service. So we have to make people with service mind, right? Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, khairun nasi mayan nas. The best people are those who are beneficial to others. This is what we need to teach, right? So this idea itself will give them a self-esteem, a boost to the self-esteem. So they will work for the society, not for for money. They will work for the society. They will work for the betterment of humanity. Okay, so what's the use of having all those fancy cars, that bank balance, okay, and very luxurious houses, when there is no satisfaction? You understand, right? So when someone does something for good for the community, for the society, for the nation, for the humanity, then they will have a high level of self satisfaction. Okay, that will give them real happiness, right? So their teachers. This is the very important thing which we need to foster, which we need to inculcate in every student, in every child. Okay, that is, we have to have a service mindset. We need to work for our community. When we grow up, we need to work for our community. We need to work for the society. We need to work for our nation and for the cause of humanity, right? So this is also uh, one of the system which we need to follow in building a positive psychology inside the classroom, right? So when we foster this, when we keep on telling students that this is your aim, this is your mission, this is your vision, right? Their self-esteem will boost and they will work towards excellence, right? Rather than getting into all those distractions, social media, right? Overuse of AI, technology, mobile screens, right? Then gadgets, right? So, apart from that, they will really work on their linguistic skills, right? Then their writing skills, the language skills, and also their social behavior skills, right? So nowadays we see that students, they lack in empathy. Okay, this is also a result of the gadgets of the social media. Empathy. What is the difference between empathy and sympathy? Sympathy is, showing someone, kindness when someone is in problem, when someone is in some setback. But empathy is understanding people's emotions, right? Understanding people's emotions and getting to know that if I say something, if I do something, okay, the other person, another person will think in what kind of way. This is empathy. So this is what is lagging, right? So we can see students nowadays, they lack in empathy. They are very, angry and irritated. They become very angry very soon. Why? Because they lack in empathy. Okay, why? Because they don't have these traits. Okay, there is a lack of positive environment in the classroom, in the home. So when we give them this system of positive psychology, whether it is in the classroom or is in the home, right? When we give them, they will build a positive mindset. Okay, you will see that the, this problem of lack of empathy, slowly it vanishes away. Okay, they build features like showing empathy, tolerance, cooperation, right? So this will help them in their education, in their career, and in the long run it will help them to become successful people, inshallah, in the future, which will really help our society, which will really help our nation, inshallah, right? So this is what we need to build, teachers. Okay, all these traits in our students, in our wards, all these features are really, are lacking today, right? People, they don't have resilience, right? What is resilience? To bounce back whenever, someone sees a failure, they should have that ability to bounce back. Okay, we are not seeing resilience in our, wards, in our students. That is why we always, get to know in the news headline, and somebody has committed suicide because they failed in some subject. Immediately they go, they end up their life. Why? Because they lack in resilience. Okay, so to bounce back, whenever we fall, we have to bounce back. We should have that ability to bounce back. That we need to teach to our students. What is resilience, right? Most of the time, all the problems, all the setbacks, they make us more stronger. They teach us more, good things, right? So if sometimes, when a person, okay, always has success, okay, that might lead to problems later. But if someone, goes through hardship, goes through a lot of difficulties, has to face a lot of challenges, at the end the person comes up stronger, more stronger, right? More mightier, inshallah, right? So we need to teach them all these things. Every stepping stone is a learning step, right? At the same time, we have to teach them about cooperation. How to be cooperative with people, team building, right? How we need to build a team, how we need to lead a team, right? How we should make others to listen to us. So all these are very, very important traits which we are missing nowadays, right? So most of us, we think that only academics would lead to success, lead to excellence. Yes, of course, that is true. But at the same time, if we don't have all these traits, these important features in a person, yes, that will lead to what? Problems. As I told you at the beginning, I gave you an example of a person who went for an interview, and he was immediately he was selected. Why? Because he had that characteristics which the company was searching for. Nowadays everybody is qualified, everybody is well qualified, and in our generation, the present generation, okay, they are really good in studies. Every other boy or girl studies well. They know how to do research. They themselves, they do self study. They use chat gpt, they use AI, they do self study. They are able to download the content. They are able to make their content on their own. Nowadays we used to go to our auntie or uncle, right, to get the content, to get help from them. But today nobody requires anything whatsoever, because they have technology, and they are good in technology and using their technology, and they make their own content, right? So what is lacking here is the emotional part. Just like the AI, when you download something or when you get some content from AI, right, it is just like a robo. It gives you an answer like a robo that doesn't have life inside it. The same way, the children, the students are becoming lifeless, emotionless, right? Like machines. So that's what we are here to do. We have to make them as perfect humans. First of all, Alhamdulillah, we have Quran, we have Sunnah, right? So we have to teach them the Quran and Sunnah according to the present situation, okay? According to the present situation, by doing a lot of research to how to go about the present generation, how to teach them in an effective way, right? So positive psychology will be an ideal way how to teach, how to inculcate all these traits in our students, in our kids, so that they excel in the future, they excel in their life, and become a role model in the society, right? Uh, a better role model in the society, right? Today, role models are those who are earning money online, who are uh, making videos, making reels, making shorts. These people are not the role models. Role models are great thinkers. Role models are great scientists. Role models are great, leaders who lead the nation, right? Who lead the nation, who lead the world towards prosperity, advancement, and technology, okay, in human relationship. Okay, this is what we need to inculcate, right? So this is a whole system which we can implement in our school. Okay, let us start simple. Okay, during let's say we have GK class, general knowledge class, or we have arts, any kind of arts class. Okay, let the teachers discuss with the students. Okay, in what things they were successful, let them write down, or let them come and talk, right? And then the teacher can write the name on the board, the student name. Along with that, they can write best innovator, best leader, best human resource expert. So that way they have to keep highlighting, the good qualities of a student. They have to keep highlighting. Most of the time we say you are useless, you are, when someone are not doing good in academics, we say you are useless, you are good for nothing, right? So we have to avoid three C's. What is that? First C is criticizing. Second C is comparing, right? First C is criticizing. Second C is comparing, right? And the third C is criticizing. So we have to avoid these three C's: complaining, criticizing, and comparing. Okay. So we have to only talk about their positive aspects. Only talk about positive aspects. When we keep talking about the positive aspects, Okay, that will boost their self-esteem level. Okay, automatically you will see that they are improving in their academics, they are improving in their behavior, they are improving in your discipline part. Okay, so this is what is positive psychology is, right? This can be implemented anywhere at home. Parents can do it. Most of the parents are, housefly parents. Whenever there is dirt, the housefly goes and sits. Similarly, these kind of parents always they see negative things. They speak about negative things which they find in their kids, in their children. You are this, you are that. You are not. You're fit for nothing. You are not doing this. Instead of that, we can say, okay, the good part, the good things. Yes, you are good. You are a good communicator. You are a good writer. You write well. Okay, you're good in language. Okay, let's say you are good in sports. Okay, you are a good cricketer. So let them talk positive things, and then they will see a drastic change in their behavior. Okay, that is really it's going to happen when we do it. Uh, no persistently. Regularly, if we do it, we'll see a lot of change in the society, inshallah. So I hope that this session was very beneficial, inshallah. So there are a lot to discuss, but uh, we have a time limit. Alhamdulillah, I think that we learned in this session a lot of things. Maybe we'll discuss more things in the coming session, inshallah. Jazakallah, sir, for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you very much, Jazakallah. Brother Ahad is the coordinator, head coordinator. So he is dealing with teachers. And what he is asking us to do is not only as a teacher, but with many positive things, we have to enter the class. With the syllabus and the material, along with that, we have to go inside the class and teach them team building. So students, syllabus also we have to teach them, and team building also we have to teach them. Syllabus also we have to teach them, and leadership qualities also we have to develop in them. Syllabus also we have to teach them, and innovative things, and towards the innovation we have to invite them, and time management also we have to teach them. Resilience, sir is telling, brother, is resilience that is lacking in our students, that also we have to concentrate. And cooperation, that is also becoming less and less, and we have to invite them cooperating among themselves. And tolerance and research, so all these things with plus things, we have to enter the class and teach them. So Jazakallah Ahad, and many more things we will be lucky to listen in future also. With this, we are concluding this program. Subhanallah bihamdi, subhanallah bihamdika, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu. Program ends.